Hey guys, what's going on today? Welcome to another random vlog. Random Andrew here. If you guys weren't familiar with it, one of my favorite pastimes, well, it was in past few years. This year I've been slacking on it, but it's always been going canoeing, paddling up Kettle Creek. Should have been called a river. It really is more of a river. All the way from Dalewood, roughly Dalewood Conservation Area, so Dalewood Bridge, which is now closed, by the way. You guys remember that? All the way up to past Ron McNeil line, in and around. It squiggles and scrolls around a lot, all the way to Highbury Avenue. There's a place called Dan Patterson's there, but we'll put in at Dan Patterson's and come out at Dalewood. It's just easier to go with the flow. Now, what it is exactly I've been slacking on is fixing the canoe. I'll show you the boat first, and then I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Don't mind the mess of the area. The lawn maintenance guys just kind of piled up this pile of rubbish. And it's not all the stuff from my corner either. I know that corner looks like rubbish half the time, but it's just like this kind of stuff. The hose, that's my fault. But here's the boat. Did some work to the floor in it. You see that white strip that's been removed. We'll get a closer look at that once I drain it. And it had been peeling up this fiberglass layer that somebody laid in the bottom. Not part of the actual structure of the boat, just something extra somebody did. And there's a wooden dowel laid down in there. Still debating on whether the dowel should go back in or whether I'm just going to leave it and float it as it sits. Not as it sits right now, because we got a lot of water to take out of here. But this is the Earthbound Misfit. It's right now, yeah, it's doing a water test, that's right. I want to see if it'll hold water. I can't even tip that, there's so much water. But it holds water, which means when there's not water in it and you put it in water, it'll float. So, I guess I got some water scooping to do. Oh, one of the reasons I have to fix it is because of the fiberglass that was coming up, like I just pointed out. And this yoke that used to sit in there, we'll just set her like that. Anyhow, this yoke that sat up there broke on one side, coming back on top of the car. I don't know, it just flexed the wrong way and it snapped. I have made a new one. There's the new one I carved. Only thing I'm not 100% sure on is which direction that's got to be facing. I know that's the top side. I'm pretty sure that'll be towards the front. I can't remember, but I can just Google a picture if I'm not 100% sure by the time I get there. Before I can go and put that in, yes, I have to drain the canoe. And you see how this is part of the flange for that old yoke, that bar. Not even a yoke, it's just a bar. And they had it riveted in, so I've got to get rid of the remaining excess rivet material. And then we can get to work. Now that we've gotten half of the last storm out of my canoe, I'll show you those little rivets that we've got to Dremel out. Only one in that side, but there's two in this side. That shouldn't take much to do at all. Now, I'm no handy dandy woodworker, so don't expect me to have all the proper tools for the job. This is what's going to do the job today, at least for that. And then I'm assuming what is going to happen is this here. I'm going to put it in with 2 screws on each side. Decent washer to make sure it doesn't just pull through the fiberglass of the canoe. And I'll use this ancient cordless drill. That's as fast as it goes. That's fully charged. It's great for not stripping RC parts, but yeah, I'll drill pilot holes with that so that it's easier to work to do and things just fit and align better. Here goes nothing. got those all sanded and leveled down, ground down, whatever you want to call it, dremeled down. Might I also add in this little part here, you should always wear adequate eye protection, and if you were dealing with sanding or grinding at fiberglass, probably a good idea to wear some kind of lung protection as well, some respirator of sorts. You guys can see this yoke looks like it falls a bit short. You got to remember the canoe's been sitting without anything pulling it together for strength, so it's kind of bowed out a little bit. And I have a feeling that if I take this inch of extra bow out of it through tension of attaching this yoke, then it'll help give it more structural integrity. That's the word I was looking for, structural integrity. And I'm pretty sure this has to be going so that this open cutaway that rests on your shoulders, on your neck and back area, has to be facing towards the front, because when you flip it over, you want the nose of the canoe forward. Voila, that's how it should face. Give you guys somewhat of a closer look at this if the camera's picking it up. Carved it from a 2x4 using a machete, and I guess it would be like a combat knife of sorts. It was a knife I picked up. I'll show you guys in another vlog, my camping gear vlog. And then after carved it, shellacked it, didn't even sand it. It's supposed to look rough. It's supposed to look like somebody who doesn't know woodworking made it. And I think it turned out just the way I planned. So, now to drill some pilot holes, and then the corresponding holes in this to make sure it's all perfect. Well dang, I just realized the camera wasn't even recording the whole time because I was so pre-concentrated? I was so focused. But just to show you, it's only halfway installed. Right, I still have a little bit of play forward and back with it. I'm almost wondering if I should maybe use some Gorilla Glue too, but maybe install it, see if I'm happy with where it's at, and if I like it, then maybe I'll add some Gorilla Glue to the mix just to make sure everything stays together. Okay, I did it again. I forgot to turn the camera on, but I caught myself this time. Got the holes drilled. Drill died just as I got them drilled. Try saying that many times fast. Actually looks pretty good right now. But you can see that one, I was just using the old rivet holes. That one completely missed. So it looks like I'll be breaking out some Gorilla Glue after all, just to fill that hole. But I'm gonna take and just basically redo that hole over here. Nothing big. Ta-da! It's done. The yoke is in. The boat will float. And it worked. I was able to take up that 2 inches of slack, that extra little bit of a gap, and it mounted in just nicely. Alright, so as I was telling you guys about this fiberglass missing, well, that's because of me, I cut it out. It was all peeled up and looking like this over here. Now a lot of water can get in under an added unnecessary, unbalanced weight inside of it. I'm still unsure what I'm going to do about that side because that's the only part peeling up. So I let it dry out in the sun for a day. Oh, it's starting to rain. Let it dry out in the sun for a day and then seal it up, or just peel it all up and leave it like this. Now the thing is, I think what happened, you see this here? That's a pinch spot. So somebody possibly had the canoe up over uneven weight, or too much weight in the front and back, and it landed on something heavy and it just folded. So it's like a pinch spot in the bottom. And they saved it, got it all straightened out again, and that's what this wooden rod's all about. So the next question is, do I put this wooden rod back in? Maybe just Gorilla Glue it down the best that I can? Or do I leave it out, say heck it, and just float it as it is and chance it folding? I doubt it will. But for now, toss that aside. kind of feel the need to try something out here. This will be where you guys probably get your best laughs for today's vlog, but I have to try and shoulder this. It's like an 80-pound canoe, so bear with me. Yeah, it's way too heavy for me to just lift and sling it up, so bear with me. Realize I'm probably doing this completely the hard way. There you go, guys. One-shouldered canoe. And that's really not much more comfortable. That's one heavy canoe. But throw a little padding on that, whatever, you know, it'll make it a lot better. The fact is, it holds the weight of the canoe. I didn't hear any crunching or cracking of fiberglass. All is well. Wow, that actually hurt my back quite a bit. I haven't done that in a long time. But it's in. It doesn't look bad. It's probably the best looking part of the canoe now. Thinking a new coat of green paint, a little sanding first. And the Earthbound Misfit will look great again. For now though, it's ready to go. I'll float it like it is. I don't even care. I need to go camping. So you know that, guys. So you know what, guys, that means we've got a camping vlog coming up. I can remember at a very young age going camping off of Kettle Creek, starting at around Dalewood area and then heading on upstream towards Dan Patterson's. Now where exactly we would have camped, I'm not too sure. But for nearly 25 years, I'd say, me, Brother Craig, other family members, we've all been camping down in this one area down in there, right off the side of the creek. So it's pretty much just Kettle Creek camping. Not on anybody's particular property. I'm pretty sure it's just KCCA land along the creek anyways, so we've never left a mess, we've never caused a mess. We try not to cause any disturbances, and not that you can disturb anybody way the heck out there. It's been very peaceful, it's awesome. It's our own little private piece of heaven, if there is one. Yeah. So, I ask, because I have a lot of newer subscribers, newer viewers, who are St. Thomas area people, who grew up in St. Thomas. You know you grew up in St. Thomas. Awesome group, great shout out there, by the way, for such a great group. I wanted to know if any of you people who've grown up, any of you viewers who've grown up around here, have done the same. Have you guys done much camping off of Kettle Creek? Have you ever ventured further down towards Port rather than heading up towards Highbury Ave? I know past Highbury it's not much more than a creek. Kettle Creek is comprised of a lot of runoff, so it's not like you do much swimming or fishing or anything, but it's a nice, passable waterway. We've had a lot of rain lately, so the water level should be back up to normal, at least normal. Anyhow, thanks for watching this canoe repair vlog of sorts today. I know I've been slacking a little bit on the videos, but motivation has been lacking and the weather has been less than cooperative, but getting out there and getting what I can get done. If you guys happen to catch one of these videos that hasn't been shared in our local group and you think it belongs there, do me a favor, share it there, share this video anywhere you can, tell your friends about the channel, go buy a megaphone, stand on top of the towers, the tallest towers near you, and shout out the channel name. We need more subscribers, we need more views, so we can do a lot more with this channel. That'll happen in time. No matter what, it will happen in time. Let's just make it happen sooner than later. That's thinking positive, right? Anyhow, thanks again for watching, guys. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face. We'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. Vlog over.